Hey everyone, Luther here. Welcome back for more, I think I might need to mess with my volume settings a bit. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back for more Golden Sun The Lost Age. In the last episode we made it into Aqua Rock, and in this episode we're going to be fighting monsters. There's not much more to say than that, as basically all this game is fighting monsters and solving puzzles. It's just like any video game, except in games where you're not fighting monsters or in games where you're not solving puzzles, in which case, what kind of game are you playing? And this is all kind of silly today, I don't know why. Although, you know what, I am kind of hungry. What we want to do is go this way. Yeah, that does a thing for us. Oh boy. This sort of puzzle. Now, obviously what we were going to be doing is filling the room up with water and then using a douse stone. But first we need to arrange the path like so that when we form the bridge, it actually forms a walkable bridge. And see, they know how to make a progression out of puzzles in this game. Like, start with really simple stuff and then you start mixing elements together and it gets all kind of crazy. I mean, I would like to see a hack of this game where they just... where 80% of the game is just solving increasingly harder puzzles throughout the whole game. Just to see what you can do with Synergy, you know? It'd be like the Portal of RPGs or something, I don't know. Also, we have our Synergy Stone there at the base of the rock. For lack of a better word. Mountain, I guess. I don't know. Mountain. Here we are riding a waterfall down the waterfall. And we are being hilariously bad at it. And seriously, our objective is totally to make it easier. It is by no means any other sort of thing. Now here we have a interesting sort of thing that is, I guess, exactly the sort of thing that I was describing earlier when I said you should start mixing up puzzles. The Tear Stone. That is actually not an elemental item, it is a material. We haven't really gotten into materials yet, but now that we are in the mid-game, they will start showing up more and more. Basically, somewhere in the world, there is a smith that can smith your items for you. Hello there, Lapras. How are you doing? How are you so mobile on what is essentially dry land? Crazy talk. a column with a spot where you can place something. We do not have a something that we can place on that. I mean, theoretically, I guess we could use the tier stone, but that wouldn't do anything. Because, you know, it's not a key item, it's just a material. Die already, thank you. That being said, what is over this way? Blah 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 I really wish they did what they do in later Final Fantasy games beyond like the first 2 or 3, which is they would redirect the guy's attack if the target was no longer there. I mean, does it really take all that much effort to do Camelot? We have a stream of water up there, which we can't really do anything about yet. We will be able to do something about it once we finish up the dungeon, but right now there's not much to do about it. Because you see, there's a Mercury Genie over there that we can not get because he's at the top of the waterfall. I get the feeling that coming up this way is a colossal waste of time. Hello, enemy. You have not seen since the first game. It's all a manner of a thing. Thing. What is down this way? We have already been here. Have we not? We have already been here. Which I guess is an indicator that going up this way was a colossal waste of time. Oh well. It's all part of exploring. Instead, the place that we want to go is up this way, where you see there is tiles that we can potentially float on the surface of the water if we manage to fill the place up with water. Before we do that, what's over here? Nothing. I mean, the rooms are pretty small, but they use the size of the Game Boy Advance screen quite nicely when they're trying to indicate that a place is big, because you can never see the entirety of the place at once, which sort of gives you the delusion that it's bigger than it actually is. You guys know what I'm talking about there? This is going to happen. Psycho Beam. Oh, this puzzle. This is a very crazy-esque sort of puzzle. Basically, this stone is going to weigh down one of the tiles when we fill it up with water, like so. So when that happens, it will not rise to the surface like all of the others, and well, that was a colossal waste of time. Forgot to freeze the thing. Now, never mind how a pillar of ice can stay afloat in what is basically water, because physics says that it will not heat up nearly fast enough for it to melt right away. So it's perfectly reasonable, right? Why it doesn't start floating when you fill the room up with water, that is a different question entirely. Anyway, now we can actually move on. I am just yawning my face off here. Just totally a thing happens when I'm recording. And doing that, I believe, allows us to create a shortcut back to the upper floors. Is this actually going to a place, or is it just a dead end? It's just a dead end. Game! OBS is saying that my stream sort of is going at 814 KB per second. Do not know whether KB is kilobits or kilobytes, because it kind of makes a huge difference. But anyway. We can actually make it up here and get to fool around even more with the pillar puzzles. Let's see here. I see what we have to do. That just leads to a dead end, okay. Yeah, I see what we have to do. Quiet, I can never tell. Just some really awesome music. Anyway, fill this guy up with water, and then fill this thing where we can do things. You're just getting a lot of science practice here. You know, actually, there's a game that I'm running right now that you can totally take examples from Golden Sun, were it not for the fact that it's kind of like a Homestuck style game where one of the players in the game is a sort of an avatar-like guy. So I had the thought of, having her go to the 4 elemental temples, learning how to manipulate the elements, and then happen. I think it could totally work out to some extent like that. Fight some more enemies because and we are not going to be able to finish the endurance, are we? Well, I suppose theoretically we could, but in 15 minutes I have to mimic! You mimic, you must die. You mimic, they must die. All of them, they must die. There we go, and he gives us a potion for our troubles. Not the potions really mean much when we have Jenna here. Because Jenna is simply the best healer there is. See, totally the best healer. I even missed some HP. Anyway, now we've done that. Actually, I think this is the last Valve Stone we have to deal with in this whole thing. Let's just see what is over here as a matter of curiosity. There's not much. An Aquarius Stone. That's different. Lucky Pepper, who has the lowest luck here? Felix, obviously. That being said, now that we have the Aquarius, then we can finally finish off this dungeon. That by going down this way, I believe. Maybe. Yes, we are here at the end of the dungeon. You do just not like me. You just want me to miss class, don't you? Okay, somebody leveled up and mastered something. This is a spot where we can place something, namely the Aquarius Stone. Awesome sauce. Not going to make a Moses joke at all. Here we have an interesting sort of elemental shrine type thing. Felix check the tablets and consider strange characters carved on it. Wielder of water's strength, lay your hand upon this stone. If thou art worthy, the power to drain away the standing water shall be yours. Get all floaty as the words enter our heads. And booyah! It's a trap! Or it's a test, maybe. Parch. Evaporate standing water. Well, it worked. Alright, that being said, because I am going to be in a bit of a rush to get to class, we will have to wait until next episode before dealing with that Mercury Jenny. But before we go, I want to check out what's in this treasure chest here. Game! Anyway. Obviously this is a shortcut out of the dungeon, but you have a rusty sword, okay. That being said, see you guys later!